Pushed back today after the Trump administration and billionaire Elon Musk moved to dismantle the U.S. Agency for International Development.
And WGN Shannon Halligan here now with more on how Democratic lawmakers are blasting their actions.
Yeah, tonight the government website for the USAID remains shut down. Workers were first told that they have been laid off and then later told to work from home. Democrats said court challenges are in the works and pledged to block approval of Trump's State Department nominations until the shutdown is reversed.
And just like Elon Musk did not create USAID, he doesn't have the power to destroy it. And who's going to stop him? We are. We're going to stop him.
Congressional Democrats tried to enter the U.S. Agency for International Development's headquarters Monday. They were denied access after Trump appointed Department of Government Efficiency head and billionaire Elon Musk declared they were shutting it down.
This is a constitutional crisis that we are in today. Let's call it what it is. The people get to decide how we defend the United States of America. The people get to decide how their taxpayer money is spent. Elon Musk does not get to decide.
USAID was set up in the 1960s to deliver humanitarian aid programs around the world.
When the world interacts with Americans through programs that provide essential need, they get to see the heart and compassion of the American people.
Much of the agency's budget is spent on health programs, providing services like polio vaccines and helping to stop the spread of viruses which have the potential to cause a pandemic. Global outrage prompted some exemptions to Trump's order, but sub-Saharan Africa could suffer more than any other region as most global aid was paused for 90 days for a spending review.
The only thing he thinks about is the money they put in there, but not the benefits that accrues and the goodwill that accrues to America through that little thing. The world is in trouble.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Monday he was the acting administrator of the agency despite it being an independent body for 6 decades. When President Trump was asked about the changes to the government agency, he said it was necessary to cut back on waste.
Will it take an act of Congress to do away with USAID, or do you believe you have?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, not when it comes to fraud. If there's fraud, these people are lunatics. And if it comes to fraud, you wouldn't have an act of Congress, and I'm not sure that you would anyway.
In the effort led by DOJ, Trump provided Musk and his team access to the Treasury Department.
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him, and it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs.
Lawmakers said he gained access to sensitive information that is essentially the government checkbook.
Elon just grabbed the controls of our whole payment system, demanding the power to turn it on for his friends or turn it off for anyone he doesn't like. One guy deciding who gets paid and who doesn't. It is not the law, but it is the reality.
Since taking over and not paying for projects that have been approved and implemented around the world, organizations reliant on USAID have filed for bankruptcy or are facing it.
All right, Shannon, thanks.